Stashiest Tutorials back again with another video. Here's my email if you want me to edit one of your music videos or videos, and here's my sell file for my editing pack and my preset pack or anything else I have sell on there. Also, here's my ats if you guys want to go follow me. I haven't posted anything in a while, but I'm gonna start posting again. Yeah, that's basically it. This is not a regular black flashes tutorial like they used to do. It's kind of the new age flashes I've seen a lot lately. So yeah, let's get into it. So let's start with our first flash here. So we're gonna do the clip changing flash, which is basically when the flashes occur, or what appears the flashes occur, it just changes clips, so it gives, like a flash effect. So I already got my song in here and I have the clip I'm going to use, and I markered where the flashes are. So let's listen to it real quick. So in between these markers there's a lot of snares hitting where usually the flashes are. I'm not really musically knowledgeable, but it goes yeah, you guys know what it is. So I put two markers here from when it so for when it's super fast and when I want the flashes to occur. So let's listen to it again. Okay, so that's where the flashes are going to occur, and I usually recommend it when it's really fast. So since we want to do the clip changing effect, we're going to want to, I have both my clips here. This is the clip I'm going to use, and I have this clip, just two random clips and whatnot. So what we want to do is insert a new video track and then drag this clip on top of it. And then depending on what part you want to flash, let's say I want to flash this part, I just cut it and then bring it into my markers here. Alright, so to make the flash effect, I like to do my flashes in spurts of 2 frames. Now that might be too fast for some people, but I believe it, it'll have a lot of, that's like the perfect amount for it to have a lot and not that much. But 3 frames, even 4 frames I've seen before. So what we want to do now is we just want to click right here, this next frame button, 2 times, 1, 2, and split the clip by pressing S, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then just go all the way down, and then you get over here, and then you just split the clip again. It's okay if you go past your markers. It goes so fast that people won't even notice. So what we want to do now is, depending on what you want it to flash first, since I want it to start flashing on my marker, I'm gonna have this clip pop up, and then I'm just gonna delete the second most clip. So like this. So now we'll have 4 flashes. We'll have 4 flashes, as you can tell, with our bottom clip right here. So if I preview this, it already gives that flash effect. Now, what you can do if you're really picky, you can check every waveform and every snare that hits and then marker it. But if you go super fast on it and it goes around the same area, it'll look like it's going with the snares, if that makes sense. So if we watch the whole thing, and let's say that those flashes are too fast, you can even make them 1 frame. So let's make this 1 frame here. Let's delete all of these, and then make this over here 1 frame, cut it, 1, cut it, cut it. And then I never do the same image over again, although you can do that. I like to have the video playing. So what that means is, see, these are, here, let me delete all of these. So this is, so this is a different part of the video, right, of this top video. This is a different part, this is a different part. So now let's take a look at it, and it should be super fast. Yeah, and that's how a lot of people like to do it nowadays, super fast. Even though I think it kind of looks like you're about to have a seizure, but it's fine. A lot of the effects I'm going to show you today you might give people seizures. But alright, let's go into the next one. Also, you have to take a look about, sorry, let's add this. You have to take a look at your clips. This train is a really good shot of this train going through this tunnel, and it creates like this, tunneling effect. Now my flash has this building kind of in the same angle as the train is, so it really goes well together. So it just kind of, yep. Alright, now let's move on to the second one. Okay, so the second flash we're going to do is actually the inverse flash, and it's basically the same concept you're going to want to do, except you're going to use the same clip for everything, or for all of it. So I have my other layer right here, and I have the clip I want to use and where I want it to start. So what I want to do is copy this on top of itself, and then I just want to split this clip right here in between the markers, and then I'm gonna want to just look up invert, and usually any invert you like is good, but I have a special invert. Oh wait, maybe not anymore. I don't think I installed it on this computer. Yeah, so I'm just gonna use S invert. You can use any invert you want, but yeah, so S invert, and it becomes like this, and it's pretty much the same technique we're gonna do earlier. We're just gonna go 2 keyframes, or actually I'm actually gonna do 1 keyframe and then just split the clip all the way till it's completed. And then now I want the first one to happen at this marker, so the second one, delete it, third one, fine, delete it, and then just delete every ones after that. So, and then once you do that, you'll get that effect. Be careful, this might cause seizures to people, but I don't think you guys care because it looks pretty sick. If you put some distort on this bottom clip, it'll look even sicker, or like some waves, or just get this mask down and distort, it'll look pretty tight. Let's say you don't want to cause give people seizures, you can also click this first clip, or first flash, hold shift, click the last one, and then just bring this opacity down to about 50, and then you get that effect because they look kind of grayish as they are done, but bring it down to 76. Yeah, that's a good number. Let me get these other ones to like 76. There we go. But maybe just have them all the way up. Okay, and that's the second one. Let's move on to the third. Okay, so third part of this tutorial, what you want to do is the white flashy effect. You see a lot in videos. I believe the type of the video you want to use this in is like a ghost main type video. Not like a hard rap music video. Like suicide. You know the type of rap I'm talking about. Anyways, so to get this effect, you're gonna want to create 2 new layers. So right click, insert, and right click, insert. Now I already cut my clip I wanted here in between my markers, so I'm just gonna copy this and drag it into the uttermost top layer. Now I'm gonna want to go to my media generators and type in solid, and then you should get solid color. Now just bring any solid color you want down here. I'm gonna use red, and then make sure you bring it in between the first and the second clip. And now cut the excess off of that. Now what we want to do is go to the video effects file and type in chroma keyer. It's not a plugin, you can get it, you should have it. You just drag the default onto the most top clip. Now what you want to do is you want to change this to a white, or I like to use gray, about right here in the middle, and then it's gonna change real quick one. Here you go, white or gray, and then I just want to have the high threshold all the way high and the low threshold low, and then click show mask only, and it will bring this white up. If you want it less white and more red, you can bring up the low threshold. If you think that's too bright, you can also bring down the color more towards the black side or the white side, like that. Okay, exit out of that. So right now our effect should look like this, and you guys already know where I'm going with this. 1 frame each. Actually, before you cut it, make sure you group it by click group, create new, and so every time you cut it, you're cutting both of them. Now you guys already know the drill. Delete these individual ones and you'll get this. Really giving people seizures this time, but it's a really eerie effect, I would say, especially with the type of music you're going with. Now if you guys are forward thinking, you would be thinking, well, I can use this with any color. Well, really, but you could also be thinking, if you change the colors underneath it, so let's say we have a red, then a green, maybe I shouldn't have chose this green, maybe a deeper green, so like right here. I hate how it does that. Okay, so red, green. If I delete these, and let's just go blue. Copy these, move them over right here. Okay. Then I have red one more time. Now it would give this effect. I might have chose the wrong colors. And that's already a pretty eerie, pretty cool flash effect. I might do one more flash, which is the warp flash. But yeah, we'll get into that. Also, be careful with this effect because you might give people seizures, so you don't want to do this effect throughout the whole video. Just do it in little spurts, if anything, and just do it, a couple times at most. Unless you want to, like, lower the opacity of these. So let's say you think it's too bright, you just lower the opacity of the color. And it should be not that bad. You can't really lower the opacity of the clip itself because it'll turn gray. So let's do it like that. It'll turn gray, and you don't really want that because it just, it'll just look ugly. So lower the clip of lower the opacity of the colors, and it won't be as harsh, but it'll still hit pretty hard. Yeah. All right. So let's go into the fourth flash effect. Is pretty simple one. You don't really need any effects on it. You just need the pan crop tool. So it's the I shouldn't say invert. It's the mirrored image. Yeah, you guys seen it. Mirrored image flash. So it's pretty simple. All you need to do is create. Yeah, you guys already know. Drag this onto the top layer. Hit pan and crop. Go to the beginning because I have this clicked. And then just, if there's, nope, you just want to flip this around, but I forgot it turns backwards. Hold on. You want to hold control and then drag this over to this side, and it'll look like this. And then now if we look at it, same thing. Click this top layer, 1, 2, every frame. Just cut the frames like that, cut it like that, boom. There we go. And now if you look at it, it'll look, I might have picked the wrong clip to do this in. I thought it was gonna look way nicer, but it didn't. That's also another option you can use. Or maybe, if I think the flashes for this one is a little bit too fast, so I'm gonna do 2 frames a second. So let me get this back. Go 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's just delete this and bring that out. Which is a little bit faster, or a little bit better, but not really what I'm looking for. But if it works for you, it works for you. The next, not the next one, another version of this is just having a flipped, or not the flipped image, but like a mirrored image. So what you want to do now is go to your video effects, and I said there's no video effects, but I didn't like the way it turned out. And type in mirror. And depending on a clip, I would always recommend like reflect left or reflect right, but depending on your clip you can do up and down. So I'm just gonna reflect left on this one, and then oh, actually here, let me see if I reflect right on this one. Angle. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. Change the center to like that. What if I change it like that? Okay, so just messing with the settings, and then now I go 1 keyframe, cut them, deleted. Okay, and now we get this even more trippy effect, which is kind of icky. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to redo the effect without having the flipped image. So I'm just going to have this reflect to the right. Alright, there we go. See, that even looks more better. 1 keyframe, boom, boom. Okay, and that I think that looks way sicker because it looks like a distortion, like a glitch in the video. But it's whatever you guys want to choose. And yeah, that's basically it for this tutorial. Leave a like, leave a comment, check out my email if you want me to edit one of your videos. I've been editing a lot of videos for a lot of people, and they've been liking it. So yeah, check out my Selfie for my editing pack and my preset pack, or if you have any questions, and follow my ads, and what else? Oh, subscribe and like the video. Peace out. Oh, comment what we want to see next, and just comment if you like the video because it inspires me. Peace out later.